Hello, everybody. I always wanted to do that. Hey, how's everybody? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing good. Well, we had our lunch. I had mine like half hour ago. Miles eating that. I'm pretty sure. What do they call it? Empanadas?
Empanadas.
They're pretty good, man. I mean, it's not something I would eat every day because they got all good. What do they got in there? They got
It's complete. There's vegetable, there's egg, there's meat.
yeah, there's a vegetable, there's egg, and there's meat. Okay, but the only downside of it is they deep fry it. That's why I wouldn't eat it every day. But I'm pretty sure if they didn't deep fry them, they wouldn't be as good. Everything tastes good when you deep fry it. At least I think so. Like French fries.
Everything is good if deep fry, but not healthy.
Not what?
Not healthy.
No, it's not healthy. That's just what I just said. I mean, how many people, give me a thumbs up, how many people would rather have deep fried French fries or oven cooked French fries?
Oven cooked.
Oh, no. Deep fried French fries. McDonald's deep fried. Deep fried French fries. You know what I mean? And like chicken wings. Would you rather have oven cooked chicken wings or deep fried chicken wings? Deep fried. Everything's good when it's deep fried. It's just that it's not healthy for you. And now they say, oh, it's not as, you know, that's what I don't understand about science and the health department. To be honest with you, and I know I want to piss off a lot of Americans, I do not listen to the U.S. Health. I listen to if I want any information as far as health reasons, I don't go to the health department, U.S. Health Department. I go to the British Health Department. You know, the New England, what is the New England Journal Doctors? God, I know it because I looked up vaping. The United States was saying, you know, you vape for 3 days, you'll die the next day. But New England Journal of Medicine, there you go. They say that vaping is 98% safer than cigarettes. You know, in the UK, they have vape shops in hospitals. Yeah. It's a better alternative. Now, what's the safest thing to do? None of the above. Don't smoke, don't vape. But a addicted person like myself that's addicted to nicotine, I tried cold turkey so many times, and I tried the patches, I tried the pills, I tried the spray, I tried even going out to a store and buying a fake cigarette, you know, the rubberized cigarette. And plus when I was truck driving, I'm telling you, man, you sit in that seat for 11 hours straight. Well, it's never usually 11 hours straight. Nobody could drive for 11. You could drive a total of 11 hours, but you're gonna have to stop because you either gotta go pee or you need to get something to eat or get something to drink because you're bored. But you should be smoking. You put that cigarette down. You know, you're still driving. You're doing something, going through traffic or whatever, and the next thing you know, you look down, that cigarette is all burned out. So you got another one. With vaping. But see, with my vaping, I do everything home. I got addies where I make my own corals. You can even ask Miles, don't I? And I make my own juice. I don't buy it anymore. That's my spiel for vaping. Vaping is 98% safer than smoking. But you know what's really getting to my gourd now, man? And may she rest in peace and all respect to the people of England, is the death of Queen Elizabeth. You got these people coming out. We want our diamonds back. We want these back. She owes us money, you know. And it's the same woke people all the time. They think everybody owes them something, and they're coming out. Oh yeah, you see it on TikTok and Facebook.
What?
About money, and they have a diamond. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I know nothing about British history, you know. But I do know, being in the military and working alongside British soldiers, they're very proud of their country. You know, they're very proud of their country. But you got these assholes. Oh, they did genocide. They were colonists. And really, when's the last? It's you know they can't see. You know why they're doing it to her? Because she has passed away. She can't defend herself. Even though the woman has more dignity and more grace in her one piggy than they got in their whole bodies. It's just disgusting, man. You know, you owe us. Nobody owes you a damn thing. Nobody owes you nothing. Get a job, lazy ass. That just makes me sick. You know. Now, what's her name? What's her name? Megan? Who's the prince with the red hair?
Megan.
No, the prince with the red hair.
Howard.
Howard. Who's human? Harry. Who's Harry? And I apologize. I don't know nothing about the royal family. I don't pay attention to that stuff. Who's the one that's married to her? What woman is married to him? A Philippine woman.
Megan.
The Philippine woman knows more than I do. I can't stand her,
Megan.
man. I can't stand her. She's a. I don't know, man. If he was smart, number one, he should have never married her. Because all she is she's self-centered, you know. And if you like her, hey, knock yourself out. I just don't like her, man. She's an opportunist. You know that? And if you know, a real person, if they had a problem with somebody, no matter who that problem was, they would have a face-to-face with them, not go on national TV and make up these stories about them. Two-faced. But then she wonders why they don't like her. You know, it's ridiculous. It's freaking ridiculous. Yeah, but my sympathies go to the people of England, the people of the UK and the royal family. Even though they have no effect on me whatsoever, I had a lot of respect for the woman. You know, no matter all the stuff that has gone on in the past, 30 years? Let's say 30 years. And she's always had dignity. The death of Diane, and the scandals and all this other stuff.
I read from the Facebook where Prince Charles had mistress.
See, I don't know nothing about. I don't know. I never. You want to know something, man? I'm gonna be honest with these people. I could be when I used to go to London and Lakenheath Heath and all those other places in London. Okay, I'm pretty sure that never happened. She probably had like 50 million bodyguards around her. But just for fear, freak, just to say, I could be walking down the street and the Queen could have been walking right up to me. I wouldn't know. I just thought it was an ordinary, everyday person. Well, it would be if she was walking the streets by herself. But I mean, you know, I'm just saying, I just never got wrapped up in. I don't get wrapped up in celebrities. I don't know if some of you remember. There was a wrestler. Well, he was never a wrestler. He was a wrestling manager, Jimmy Hart. Okay. One time it was me and my youngest daughter, Stephanie. I can't remember where we were at. I think we were at the airport. Well, anyway, we got on an elevator. The elevator was going up. And it stopped on the next floor. And Jimmy Hart and another wrestler, real tall guy, he was from, I can't remember where he was from. Well, if I saw him, I know who he is. They got on the elevator. And my daughter was sitting there pulling on my pants. Pointing at him. She didn't know who Jimmy Hart was. She recognized the tall wrestler, real tall guy, and he had long, dark hair, dark complected, really bony, strong cheek, but bony jaw, real pronounced jaw. I can't remember his name. Well, Jimmy Hart. And I was like that. And I said, okay. I mean, I knew who it was, but I don't know. I don't know why I don't get all on them. And she kept on looking at me, and I turned around to Jimmy, and I said, "Hey, how you doing, Jimmy?" He kind of looked at me, and I said, "Yeah, I know who you are, but you know." And he just says, "Hey, I appreciate it." We weren't going, "Oh, can I have your autograph?" Or "Hey, where's your megaphone?" Remember you used to carry the megaphone? I just don't get that way with people. I don't idolize people. You know what I mean? This is the way I feel. I don't idolize people. I don't. You know, I say, hey, you know, I respect him for being, even though the guy was an idiot, or he portrayed one. He could have been the smartest man in the world. He portrayed a moron and an idiot. I respected him because he was successful. You know, and the way he was dressed on that elevator, he wasn't wearing no cheap clothes, man. Just by looking at it, you could tell he wasn't wearing no cheap suit and a nice pair of, you know, a nice. He didn't look like he does when he was at wrestling. He was wearing a real nice suit and real nice shoes. His hair was like, it was long still, but it wasn't as goofy looking. It wasn't what do they call that? A mullet. It wasn't a mullet. It was just, you know, style. And I didn't get overexcited with this guy. This is the way I am. I don't get people. I mean, I met when I used to go to Las Vegas. I met some, you know, up and coming people, and matter of fact, I made a delivery one time to Duck Dynasty in West Monroe, and I was sitting there talking to Jason and all them others, and he just started laughing. He says, "Do you know who we are?" And I said, "Yeah, I know who you are." And he goes, "Oh, okay." Because I wasn't like, "Can I have your autograph?" I was making a delivery there. No, I'm sorry, I was picking up. And I was like, you know, he says, he just started laughing. And he says, "You don't want an autograph?" I said, "No, I don't want an autograph." Of course, you know what I did when they weren't looking, I did the selfie shot. Didn't let them see it, but just to say, hey, you know, let some people I know, hey, this is where I picked the load up at. But no, I don't do that, man. I just never did. Not that I think I don't idolize people. I don't. I respect them, you know, and I don't, even if like a movie star or an actor, I don't, and they're playing a role that's a total asshole. I don't think, oh, that guy's an asshole. I say, hey, that's the guy that's playing an asshole on this show. I don't think that's the real life. They're an actor. And some people actually, in their heads, they think, it's fine, put up all of it. In their heads, they actually think that, you know, like, somebody's a bad guy in the show. They actually think that's really him. It's like, come on, dude, let's get with reality. He's an actor portraying a bad guy, you know, or, you know, what? Are you looking at that?
Actor and turn to bad guy? To a bad guy?
No, an actor who is portraying a bad person, or a good person, or a rich person, or a bull. I don't live in a fantasy world. I never did. Mm-hmm. Just, I think it's, I don't know, I got more important things to worry about, like paying my bills and eating. Call me simple, call me weird. That's just the way I think, man. You know? And just like, you know, I don't know. I think, me personally, like if you're really into football, or you want to be a professional boxer or anything like that, I don't think people should idolize a specific athlete or a specific boxer. I think you should look at him and say, I'm going to be like him one day. You know, and then that's what you yourself, you strive for, to be like that, to be a heavyweight champion, or be the best quarterback in the NFL, or the best pitcher in the NBA. No, that's National Basketball and the baseball. I'm sorry, I'm not a big fan of baseball. You know, the greatest basketball player in NBA. You know, you shouldn't say, you know, you shouldn't worship them. I don't think you should worship. You should not worship anybody. You know, I feel, and you can take this, I feel that people who go around worshiping other people don't think very much of themselves. That's just the way I feel. I think I'm just a normal guy. I've been through a lot of shit in my life. Miles has been through a lot of shit in her life, and we're survivors. We're at the end of we're nearing the end of that tunnel. And when we get at the end of the tunnel, well, we all know what happens. We look up and we see the grassroots, you know. But that's the way I look at life, you know. I feel I've been through a lot of crap in my life. Nobody owes me anything. I'm not a victim. A lot of it I put on myself. And I come out the end, I'm doing all right now, you know. What, 7 years ago? I've been over here 3. We met in 2015, right?
2015.
2015. Do you know for 10 years, from 2006 until 2015, I didn't want nothing to do with the relationship. I didn't want no. I didn't hate females. Don't get me wrong. I just did not want to, because I knew that I needed to fix myself. My last relationship, she was a psycho, man. She was a psycho, bipolar, with habitual liar, a thief. And I just like, I need a time out for myself. And that's why I tell people now, man, like somebody that we know in our lives, I say this person needs to take at least a year off. Been in and out of relationships, not good relationships, had children with some of these relationships, and I said they need to take a year to take a time out for themselves. No relationship, no. You don't need somebody in your life to make yourself feel better. You need yourself in your life to make yourself feel better. What? But it's true. There's people think, well, maybe okay, that relationship didn't work out, so I'm going to this guy because I think I'm going to be real happy with them. And then a month or two down the line, they're miserable. They're right back to where they were, but they stay in this relationship because they feel that they need to make themselves, to identify themselves as a person. They feel that they need to be with somebody, and you don't. Be yourself, man. I'll be honest with you. If I could do it all over again, I would have never gotten married. When I was 20-something years old, I would have never got. I love my kids to death. I do, and they're the best thing that ever happened to me. But I just seemed I was falling all the time, except with the exception of you. Don't take it the wrong way. Back up. That I was getting in relationships for all the wrong reasons. I was always the hero. In other words, I always got somebody out of a bad situation. Every time. Now, not you, because you already had your own thing. You know, it didn't matter if I was or was not in your life. You were still doing fine, you know. But I always seemed to get involved with the wrong people. They weren't bad people. They were just in a bad situation, and I played the hero. At least in my head. Would I do it all over again? I mean, with the exception of my kids, because I love my kids to death and I don't regret anything with my kids. But unfortunately, with some of the bullshit that happened, they suffered the consequences for it. No, I never played pong with my kids. Never.
Look at naman lang. No.
It's meaning. Well, I think I said too much.
Yeah. you go all over the place.
No, I just speak of my mind, you know. See, this is about a guy who worked for many, many years until he was 55 years old and just said, I'm done, I had enough, it's time for me. And some people won't understand, that's fine, that's up to you. And I said, it's time for me to take a break and do what I like to do best, which is nothing. No stress, I do what I want to do. Every day is a new day, you know. Me and Miles, I mean, yeah, we have disagreements, but it's not like it was with other ones in the past where it was over bullshit. I think our major problem is language. Some words I say, see, when I get going sometimes, and you've probably already seen it, when I get going sometimes, all of a sudden my northeastern accent kicks in, and she has a hard time understanding what I'm saying. Because I start using words that she never heard of before. I mean, I don't get nasty with you, do I? I don't get nasty or violent or anything. No, I don't. No.
No.
I'm just saying is sometimes I feel like I got to say what I have to say, and I never get rude to her. Or I never get demeaning. I don't do that. All right, man. I think I spoke. You talked too much, Miles.
You talk too much. Go.
You need to put a rain. You need to put a rain on it. Well, that's what about this channel is, man. It's not. I'm not one of these guys. I mean, we live in a small town. Okay, there's not really very much to see in this small town.
Yeah.
But when they have festivals, which they have, or something really big's going on, it's a big deal. Okay, but day-to-day life, I can't complain, man. day-to-day life is quiet and calm here. Very quiet and very calm here. You know? Alright, man. You all be good. Take care of yourself. If you have a husband or wife or children, you take care of them, man. They're number one on your priority list. Love yous. Peace out. Bye.
Bye.